Hey guys, some of you have asked me to make a tutorial guide kind of video on Infiltrator defending his flag on his own stand using super heavy perk, and well, that is exactly what this video is for. In this video, I'll give you guys some recommendations on what weapons you could be using, what perks you should be using, and make some remarks and give you guys some tips and tactics to help you better at this role. First of all, for your primary and secondary, if you feel the need to chain the cappers as they come by, or rather, more importantly, as they pass by you, then you could use the SMG or the pistol for that purpose. I personally still prefer the spin fuser, but that's just me. For the belt item, I would highly, absolutely, strongly recommend the Prism Mine. It is an absolutely fantastic item for this role. I will get into Prism Mine in very much detail in a different video sometime in the future, and that probably means 2 months from now. Now about the perks. Obviously you want super heavy for your secondary perk. For primary, I have 3 recommendations for you: Looter, Safety Third, and Raid. Looter is great when you don't have an inventory station around you. Instead you have ammo drops all around you. Maybe the enemy is crashing your stand too often, and maybe they are dying too often. Maybe your teammates are dying too often around you, whatever. Safety Third is a great item when you want more mines up at any given time. It's also good when you have an inventory station nearby. What about Raise? It's a great item if you want that extra health and energy boost when somebody picks up your flag. Next, let's talk about how to defend the flag. The first remark I'd like to make is, do not sit right on the flag all the time. This is a bad tactic considering you are a light class. On top of that, a lot of cappers will shoot the stand before they grab it. Even if it looks empty, they will still do it. So now what can you do? Sometimes cappers shoot their stand way before they actually grab the flag. Take advantage of that. Like in this clip, he shoots the flag and then there is a gap in between. Let him shoot first and then walk up to the flag and sit on it. Adding on to what I previously said, do not sit on the flag all the time. One of the things that you can do is sit behind it. Something to keep in mind is that once they grab your flag, the raise perk will kick in and you will get that energy and health regen if you need it, and meanwhile you'll also get flag return and flag defender, which is always nice. Generally, this tactic is valid and replicable in any map that has large enough a stand, and against any capper that is running a route that forces them to stay on ground for a certain duration after they grab your flag. Another tactic you could use is body block the capper before they grab your flag. There are some variations of this tactic. For example, you could just sit there, like in this clip, right before they stand, and body block them before they actually get your flag. Another variation of this tactic is to slightly jet up so you have a better chance of body blocking, or better chance of stealing the kill from your half, or avoiding the damage. For example, in that clip, I would have taken that spin fuser damage had I not jet up. The extreme variation of this is to absolutely jet up to their face and body block them way up in the air. This tactic is extremely rewarding, but unlike anything else before, this actually requires some skill. Haha. The biggest issue that you might have with it is energy management. You are probably going to run out of energy before anything actually happens. The biggest tip, the biggest remark I can make is that do not try to stay invisible all the time, because you practically can't. You have a limited amount of energy. Do not try to stay invisible for the longest amount of time either. What you want to do is stay invisible at the right time. You want to cloak in, cloak out as you see fit so as to avoid detection of anybody that is in offense. But you also want to have enough energy so you can jet up to people and body block them in mid-air like that. Energy management and even this entire role depends on your knowledge of the enemy. When was the last time somebody ran a route? How many pathfinders are there? How many of them are capping? When was the last time you killed them? Did you body block them before they grabbed the flag or after they grab the flag? Would you like to improvise next time? Are they improvised? When you know all this, you can attempt to cover enemy's route using Prism Mine. You will be able to stay cloaked in at the right time. You will have enough energy to jet up in the air, and you will be able to spot sneaky routes like that one. Next, let's talk about melee. If the capper is not fast enough, they're not going to die just because you block them with your body. In such case, I would strongly recommend using your knife since it instant kills any light classes. If the capper is a medium class, a combination of body block and melee is probably going to kill them, if not leave them with very little health. Anyway guys, that is all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, press the like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Let me know if you have more tips. Let me know if you want me to make any particular video on some particular tactic. Yeah, the last thing I want to say is that I've been trying out Super Heavy Perk on offense, and I really like it. So if you haven't tried that out, give it a go.